Amazing. I'm loving the boots.
Well, thank you.
Give me some, I heard you wanted to talk about something.
I do. I have a new movement. It's called Justice for Flora. And I feel like I've been put in this situation to actually make a difference. Let me just tell you what's going on. So, I barely was able to get my mom home for Christmas.
Oh yeah?
I have written documentation, everything. And my mom was taking a lot of meds. And she was taking prednisone, which makes you hallucinate. And my mom only sees my sister once a year. And my sister begged for my mom to go and spend time with her and her children. And my mom was only gone an hour. And she only saw my sister twice when we went home. My sister, which breaks my heart, took my mother and signed her property away from her while she was heavily medicated and under a doctor's care. And if you would have offered her a bowl of ice cream, she would have given you her life. Because I have written documentation to my relatives that my mom was hallucinating at the time, that my mom was on such heavy medication. Even the doctor has stepped forward and said he will write a note. Because let me tell you, laws have to be changed, and I'm going to change it for my mother. Because there has to be an extra step that's done that protects the elderly. Because the person that was in charge of my mother was not there, and that was me. My mom had no representation. She can't read a contract. She hasn't been able to use a phone or a computer in the last 2 years. My mom had wheels. My mom had everything how she wanted it. Nobody was supposed to get anything till she's dead, and they're acting like she's dead. They took her property, how she pays her bills, and this is just wrong. I mean, laws have to be changed that when elderly people are under a doctor's care, or if they are highly medicated, that they don't sign their rights away. Because now my mother has to spend money that she doesn't have to get her property back. But let me tell you, everybody in my hometown is pushing, yelling, screaming. My sister and my brother-in-law did this to my mother. My mom hadn't seen my brother-in-law in 15 years. And all my mom could remember about at Christmas was he popped up. And now I know why. They came to steal, they baited her. She thought they loved her. And they baited her to sign property away where they could have. My mom is not dead. She has rights.
Your mom's right there.
And let me tell you, this is wrong what they've done to her. They will not take her fortune. And my mother and my father have done so much for the town of Jasper, Alabama. And now they are showing appreciation to my father and mother because this is wrong. She's not dead. She's alive. And the properties were already set up in wills and everything. You can't just go in when your mother is highly medicated and get her to sign away something she doesn't even remember. So let me tell you, I vow and declare, there will be laws that are changed for the elderly. There has to be another step where I've had so many people write me and say, this happened to my aunt, this happened to my loved one. Laws have to be changed, especially when somebody is under a doctor's care and they're highly medicated. I have text messages to my relatives saying, I don't even know if we're going to make the flight. We have to do it day by day. I have text messages while we were there, how she couldn't get up. I mean, I have text messages that are verifying everything that I say. So I want all of you to help me. Help my mom get justice and get her property back. And let's make sure this doesn't happen to anyone else.
What are you going to do, like sign a petition or run for mayor?
I will do whatever I have to do. because this is disgusting. I think that they need in jail for elder abuse, for putting my mother on videotape while she's highly medicated and hallucinating, and making sure she was all medicated before she left. When you only see somebody maybe once a year and this is what they do to you, they're supposed to be loving you, because who knows when they'll see her next, if they will. And for her to, I mean, my mama has banned my sister from her funeral because she cannot believe. I mean, I trusted my sister to take care of my mother, and all she did was put property in her own name where her and her husband could steal my mother's fortune, and they won't get away with it.
There we go. Thanks, Phoebes. Amazing, Phoebes.
Thank you.
Give me some tea. Give me some gossip.
Well, I am,
Yeah, get in the shade. It's hot.
I know, isn't it? So I am going to get laws passed, and I need everybody's help. It's called Justice for Flora. I'm already talking to some Congress and Senate, but we need to pass. There are already laws out there that protect the elderly, but there are no laws that protect them while they're on medication. So we need to band together, because one day this might be you. I mean, do this for your grandparents, for your mom or dad. You may be in this position one day that while you're visiting your relatives, you sign a piece of paper while you're on heavy medication. So please, let's band together. Let's pass laws in my mother's name that this happens to no one ever again. I have a huge campaign in Alabama going. I know people are spreading the word, and we have attorneys. So let's pass laws that protect the elderly while they're under medication or under a doctor's care. That there has to be extra steps. That there has to be somebody representing the elderly while this is happening. Because we had wills set in place, we had everything in place, and the relatives didn't like what we had in place. So this is what they did to my mom. They have stopped her money, and we have got to band together that this never happens again. I'm getting messages from people all over saying, this happened to me, this happened to me. And somebody said this actually happened to Stan Lee right before he died. So I think we need to pass laws. I think we need to, just like we need to protect our youth, we also need to protect our elderly, and just make sure that they have representation, that this doesn't happen again. So Justice for Flora, please, please spread this campaign, because only with your help I'm doing what needs to be done.
Boom. Saving the elderly. Thanks,
Exactly.
Phoebes. What's going on, guys? It's Ryan Fu. If you guys enjoyed that video, please smash that like button, and also hit that notification bell next to the subscribe button so you guys can be up to date with all our videos. So once again, smash that like button and hit that notification bell next to the subscribe button, and check you guys out later, and keep on shocking them, bros.